from Andrew Keene. Great presentation on Bitcoin, Bob Lang, Anka Metcalf, and Nick Lovelace from the Super Trader. Folks, those videos are almost done being, apparently she wasn't there yesterday. All those videos within about 5 minutes ago, my techie said I got one more to render. We had to break all those sessions up into individual pieces and put them on this page. So give me, by the time you're watching this, it's probably posted, but here's the page. If you missed the presentations yesterday, afterburnertrading.com/replay. Pretty easy to remember. Afterburnertrading.com/replay. And you can see what we missed, folks. Like I said, Andrew covered a lot of Bitcoin stuff. Bitcoin's wild ride, up 40% in 40 hours. By the way, folks, did you not hear the news today? Or I kind of knew this in general. There's going to be literally thousands upon thousands of digital currencies. Bitcoin's the first. This thing is going to get smashed into the dirt. And folks, remember, everything's great when things are going up. When this thing starts to smash, all my friends, my waitress, bartender friends who got into Bitcoin, they're not going to be able to get out. There won't be a bid and an ask. There will be no market to make, and this is not going to end well. I could be completely wrong. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Urethra, whatever the hell the other name, I don't know. Folks, it's a mania. I don't get into manias. I do some nice base hits. If you can make double to triple digit returns in your portfolio, trading equity options, that's what you should be doing. Bitcoin's berserker run resumes after an exchange broke. Novogratz said not close to the end. There is a massive break in Bitcoin. Folks, it's a digital currency. You're one. A couple years ago, North Korea hacked into Sony Pictures, folks. They were making a movie, a comedy about their dear leader. They hacked into Sony and nearly destroyed the company. You don't think that there is a non-state actor or a state actor that can break into a digital currency and make it go to zero? It's so enough talking about that. I'm not gonna talk about that crap. Hey, if you're interested, make sure you stop by our Top Gun Options Facebook page. Nice interview this past weekend with Dave Izier from inside South Florida. And a lot of good stuff going on. And you can check out the Huffington Post on the article that I did recently, and also the two features in Indoral and in Weston Magazine down here in South Florida. The world's largest air show continues in South Korea. We're flexing our muscle in front of Krima, some young guy. Good article in the Journal yesterday. I think it was an op-ed about how even the White House, you know, they call him Rocket Man. They think he's nuts. But behind all of that, we really do think that Kim is a rational actor. And those two words are important. If they thought he was an irrational actor, we'd be doing a lot more, and I'll leave it at that. An irrational actor would be doing stupid things like they did years ago. They torpedoed North Korean sub, I think, or a mine, whatever it is. It sank a South Korean warship. You know, men died. And so there's no buffoonery going on beneath like massive nuclear tests. So they think this literally is a guy they can, if not him, sit down at the table with and talk. I don't know. This is one oops, I fired that artillery piece away from millions of people dead. Black swan event, that is definitely one of the things that will kill my cautiously bullish mindset, and I do not use the word kill sparingly. But folks, global earnings are at a record high. This rally has momentum. Now, obviously, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Of course, we're going to have a little bit of this, folks, a little bit of a blow off top and consolidation here before the next leg up. The next leg up is contingent upon what? Chuck, Nancy, the president, they just had a little kumbaya in the Oval Office. I also waited a little bit to shoot this to see how that went. Normal platitudes, normal kabuki theater. After the reporters leave the office, that's when they make sausage. Same thing going on with taxes. Here's your, oh my God, I can't believe Trump's going to get tax reform passed, and now we have to make sausage in committee, and the guy still needs to sign the thing, and he wants it before Christmas. So market's going to be in a little bit of a holding pattern. We talked about China a couple times this week, and make sure if you remember, go in there and watch the replay about my take on FXI. Don't have time right now to talk about it. Watch the replay. But guess, this is going to be awesome. You ready? Wait for it. Soon as he gets tax reform in the bag. Now, obviously, the Obamacare repeal was a big swing and a miss for the president. Day one, huge, going to label or get rid of Obamacare. Nobody gets rid of Obamacare better than me. Believe me, And he didn't. So that was an epic failure. Market pulled back on that. But again, that was a BTFD moment. It didn't last. When, not if he gets tax reform passed, now he's going to move on to infrastructure spending, man. Remember, what was it, 3-4 years, whenever, that damn bridge in, I don't know, one of the M states, Minnesota, Minneapolis, one of those states, imploded. Our infrastructure sucks, folks. If you live in Chicago, you know the Ike, the Eisenhower, and other of the major arteries are like 2 lanes each way. What is this, the 50s? This massive infrastructure spending will be extremely bullish for jobs in the economy. Okay? Now let me go EOR. Bank of America. I respect Bank of America, except their call that Hillary was going to win, and if Trump won, the market would implode. Biggest miss of their existence, biggest career call out of me. I'm going to save you the sausage making in here, but they have a really cool indicator. The estimate revision ratio. Short story long, we're starting to see these type of headlines. JP Morgan, Bank of America say trading revenue to fall in fourth quarter. Uh-oh. Now we're starting to get some heavies come out and do what? I don't think we can hit the ball over the net. All right, we'll get out there and lower the net. We're starting to see companies do a little bit of, hey man, we've been in fuego with earnings recently. Maybe Q1, let's tamp that down a little bit. I mean, hell, the jobs report number on Friday, I think this was 200 or 202 the other day. Now it's down to 198. So might see a little bit of I'm not saying a cooling off in the economy, but this massive rip your face off rally and a lot of good macroeconomic data. Obviously, folks, this just can't go on forever. I thought that was interesting, this indicator. Check out that article on Zero Hedge when you get a chance and read about the sausage if you are so inclined. Gotta love journalism, man. Gotta love the journal. There are no good reasons to buy stocks. Okay, Wiz, what's your point? Next article. It is, actually, here's why stocks can keep going up. So, short story long, obviously equities is the only place to go, folks. You can't put your money in a Folgers can. Yes, I'm old enough to know what a Folgers can is. In the backyard, there's no way in hell you're going down to your local bank and getting a 5% CD. I mean, they'd probably hit you in the head with the toasters they used to give out. But I get both of these articles. We are at a top. Equities are stretched. Valuations are high. Blah, blah. You could pull out all my bearishness that I've been telling you for probably about a year, and then I'll do this. We have great earnings. Okay, bull markets don't end in the 2008 fiasco and the internet bubble. You knew that was coming. Everybody looked around at each other going, can this keep going on? This is a little, bar, as I say daily almost, bar a shooting war with North Korea. What's going on here? We still have low interest rates, near zero interest rates. Even when the Fed raises in a couple weeks, we're still historically low. So equities, you can't put your money anywhere else. What, are you going to sit in a bond? Same type of thing. I think you might have to pay people to sit in a bond or a treasury. That's dumb. This is the best house in a otherwise bad neighborhood around there. So, yeah, stocks might look stretched based on earnings multiples. That might be a red flag. But what isn't a red flag? Where is it? This is awesome. When you see a headline like this, and of course I'm not going to be able to find it. It was more or less like a fear. It was a fear of missing out. One of the reasons the market's starting to rally here is FOMO, fear of missing out. And of course I can't find this right now, but it was a great article of, hey man, here comes the retail trader. And I got to be honest with you, I remember sitting on the metro, driving, going into the Board of Trade from good old Naperville. And remember seeing a story in the journal like that. Like, here comes the retail trader. Once you see that, that's when you know the market's at a top. It's like that John Kennedy moment when he said, hey, man, the shoe shine boy just asked me if I wanted a stock tip. Sell everything. They did, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, Kennedy was right. The market's imploded. So when you see the headlines, whether it's in Bitcoin or FOMO about fear of missing out, I have to get into this market, that's really, really, really when you start to hedge. Like I said, I am cautiously bullish. I'm bidding this market up with one hand. The other hand is firmly placed on the ejection handle. Okay? So, go Navy, beat Army. I don't know if I'll get a Friday market wrap-up out. I think Jack and I are flying out around noon out of Miami, getting in 3-ish into Philly. Cheesesteaks. I was born in South Jersey, but close enough. It's going to be a great, great game. I hope the president's going to be there. At a minimum, the Secretary of Defense will be there. I think the Vice President will be there, and extremely fired up. So keep an eye on Facebook.com/Top Gun Options for more Go Navy, Beat Army updates. And like I said, by the time you're getting this video, all the replays from yesterday will be up there. Make sure you watch Andrew Keene's Bitcoin thing, because I don't know, folks. Like I said, the amount of money you should invest in Bitcoin is the amount of money you would enjoy putting in the middle of your table, lighting it on fire and having a glass of champagne, and actually enjoy seeing that money burn. If that is no amount of money, don't do it. And that's my rule of thumb as far as Bitcoin. All right, folks, I got to run. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless. And maybe I'll get a Friday market wrap up out tomorrow. If not, I'll be back Monday, and we'll have our normal weekly options live trade brief, I think, on Monday. Or it might be a joint brief Tuesday morning, since I might have analyzed your trade. Either way, Monday we'll be talking to you somehow, and we'll be talking about Navy's incredible victory over the Black Knights, the long gray line of West Point, the United States Military Academy. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later.